The best game this weekend happened in France.
Which France?
This your
I know
big games happen. I'm calling France.
Okay, let's talk about the Madrid derby.
Yes, let's talk
I know
about
that's what you want.
It's
Well, are you not ashamed?
Ashamed of what?
That you blew a lead.
No, I can't.
And you blew it.
It was a slim lead. Once in football, we know that 1-0 is a slim lead.
People said that Real Madrid, Rudiger, Militao.
Militao scored now. Rudiger, see.
Is that his job? You see what I say?
No, what do you mean? Is that his job? Is Gabriel not scoring for Arsenal?
That's not his job.
Don't we see that from
best defender for
Konate?
scoring headers?
No, we're not talking about best defender issue here. No, we're talking about a derby. A derby at the Wanda Metropolitano, which is a big game. We want to say we saw that fierce rivalry between Madrid.
At the end of the day,
Atletico.
1 point, and you are still behind Barcelona.
No, it's 2 points lost on our own end.
You try gas and let's really look like one very
No, but now it's 3 points
team
now.
because they drop points.
It's 3 points different, so we are getting there. A step
there.
at a time.
How did you see the game?
They'll lose again.
I think I saw only the second half of the game, and Madrid were trying to just get something done. And I think that's why, in my opinion, Vini is the best player in the world right now. Because a game like that where nobody knew where the goal was going to come from, you understand? One thing Vini would give you is he would always take on his man and try and get that ball into the box some way, somehow. Trivela crossing off his left foot, the little give and goes. And he kept trying until, Militao scored. Obviously, he's not a defender. He's not the one that said Rudiger and whoever should fall asleep when they played that pass. And shout out to was it Lino?
Samuel Lino.
Yes, that came off the bench and was
Former
absolutely...
Valencia, by the way.
That guy put Carvajal and he took them to the cleaners at some point. He kept, chopping and changing, taking them on, and you just knew the goal would come at some point because Madrid were letting a lot of things happen.
Apart from that, if you look at that game, I think it's also another tactical brilliance from Diego Simeone. Because you look at the first half of that game, they were rattled by Madrid. Madrid had the best of chances. The goal was even supposed to come in the first half, but then Simeone saw that he needed to bring in more of experience. Well, as soon as I saw him bringing Koke, bringing Correa again, Correa has now scored 2 goals consecutively coming from the bench. And you could see the pressure they exhausted in Madrid. And that's where I was really angry at the coach. Don Carlo had no reason bringing in Edric. Because it's a one goal lead. It's not like it's not like there was no chance. And the stadium was so popped up. Like the Atletico fans knew that they could get something out of that game as long as it was still 1-0. And you could see the pressure. Yes, Francisco that came in quite good, but I think in that game of such magnitude, you have no reason Vini should have stayed to the end. Modric, yes, I can understand for Modric because he had a yellow card. Maybe you want to still save him, but I did not see any reason in any way why Vinicius should have left that game.
You need to also consider the fact that you have a Champions League game.
No, we're not considering anything. Everything is in Madrid. We go for everything. There's nothing like to consider anything.
Okay, now Hala Madrid.
On that your point about Vini,
we've not gotten to that point though. I'm getting to the point where I'm angry at Endrick. Because
we'll get there.
No, it's right. It's annoying.
He said Vini's best player in the world. Wait, first of all, is Vini the best player in the world?
In the world. Opinion? Currently, it's part of the best player.
Part of it.
Yes.
All this diplomacy now.
How is he part of?
Is he the best player in the world or not?
Presently, no.
Who is the best player in the world? Obama.
You can get a shout though. I'm just saying.
So I want to ask a question. Can you be the best player in the world and not perform for your country? Ever?
Which one is Ever? How old is Vini? How old is Vini? 24. Please say presently.
You scored the Euros final.
Vini, didn't you score I think that was in the quarters.
No, group stage.
Sorry, group stage.
Quarters.
No, they had round. They made it to a round. They had that round now. It was in the quarters that he did not play.
Yes.
It's the game before the quarters that he scored.
That was in the group stage.
That is not group stage.
Start this Copa America. That is group stage now.
I don't particularly know how to defend that for Vini. I'm not going to lie to you. But the one thing I can say is the Brazil team as a whole, you don't necessarily give you that. I don't know, but they're not what they used to be. I'm seeing players
they
like
have the quality.
I'm seeing players like Richarlison.
Okay, is that why Vini is not performing, in your opinion?
I think one of the reasons why the team
Now I
is
have to
not
ask
just
a question. If it was Neymar,
I know that's where you're going.
Yeah, because Neymar performed under anybody.
See, I know that's where you're going. But then you need to understand the fact that they are players and they are players. You can't compare. Look, Neymar is one of one. Do you understand? Neymar is one of one. He's somebody who can. We've seen Neymar in Champions League games for PSG where they look like, you know, they don't know what they're doing, and then he just drops so deep, picks up the ball and tries to make something happen. That's Neymar.
do you think Vini can ever reach that level? Neymar
With
ever
the
be a better player than Neymar?
There's a chance.
I don't think his ceiling is that high. Do you know Neymar is look? Well, the only reason why Neymar doesn't have a Ballon d'Or to his name today is because
Ronaldo and Messi.
He came at the period where those guys had it on lock.
Yeah.
Any other time, Neymar is not, hey, my goodness, Neymar.
But then Vini has a chance of redeeming himself. Not like Neymar, no, he can't. I don't think he can ever get to that legendary status
He'll
of
carry his Ballon d'Or.
Probably he has a chance of winning it, and also with his national team. He's 24. Let's remember, Messi did not win the Copa America that early. He took him a while, and even the World Cup is when he was almost.
But despite Messi not winning the Copa America for Argentina,
he later won it.
There's always when Messi puts on that national team jersey, you would see him shine through.
No,
Messi did not have the quality that even if the standard has dropped for Brazil, there's still some level of quality in that team. Messi was playing.
I'm trying to say Messi did not have the quality that the Brazil
team has right now.
Yeah.
When he started.
Yeah. No.
Messi has always had quality.
Hey. Messi is not my goat.
But he has always had quality.
He's not my goat, so you can't say I'm being biased. But he's
always had quality.
Riquelme, Crespo, Javier Zanetti. They were in the team when Messi came in.
And they had quality.
Messi was a youngster when those guys were.
In 2010, was he a youngster? That team was very good.
Was what?
Very good.
Was very good.
Yes, they were very good. It was just that Maradona was. But anyway,
okay, now it's the coach that is local.
there was something up there. I mean, it's true.
Well,
but let's talk about Barcelona.
He's not allowing me rant my entry.
No. We'll see. We'll create a specific episode for you.
See, I need to tell Andrew. Don't try that ever. Give birth to Bellingham.
You know the funny thing, I feel like when it comes to this Hendrick situation, Madrid fans are the architects of their own misfortune. Because when he did that thing in the game where he scored, all I kept saying, I never saw one Madrid fan take that was like, okay, this is a very good goal.
Do you know what's
But
funny?
he needs to learn to. He should have played with the options he had. Everybody kept praising. Oh, goal striking. Oh, he has the guts.
You know what's funny? Do you know he did it again the last match before this one?
Yes,
against Alaves. That ball
he keeps doing it.
Mbappe was free in the center. He was supposed to slide the ball to Mbappe, but instead he took a shot from a very tight angle.
And the funny thing is that he's getting more time than Adagula. Like. Yes, Don Carlo put he comes
started games.
No, apart from how many times
he will
for
now.
Every game. For every game, Hendrick comes in as a sub. He doesn't. Yes, you are not getting full time, but the fact that the manager keeps putting in for
a kid, they'll just have to talk.
It's not. No, they should not try that because that would have been a game changer in that game. But let's move to Bayern.
No, wait, Barcelona first.
Okay, Barcelona.
They finally lost.
Don't worry.
After rotating. Did you see the game?
Yeah, I did actually.
What was your impression? What was
first
the problem?
of all, that second Osasuna goal, my word.
I think Kano has scored a goal like that.
That was nasty.
Kano scored a goal like that against
that goal was nasty. I'm not going to lie. I saw the game, I was like, Jesus Christ, what's going on here? But then again, you also have to consider the fact that I know saying the manager did not rotate at gunpoint. You get, so it was his choice
to
rotate like that. You understand? And then I was angry because look, I'm one of the people who kept saying, I don't know why I have a lot of people on Twitter who just tweet things that they call Hansi Flick. They call Hansi Flick a one-season wonder because of the way they are buying. It was just a one-time thing. He's not that guy. He won't do it at Barca.
His rep scattered with Germany.
Yes.
So
that Germany team was not exactly all of that when he took over. So let's not even. It took them. They started being that the team who went on to finally win the World Cup. They had been cooking that team since 2002, if I'm not mistaken, and then it was supposed to win it in 2010.
Yeah,
they didn't. They won it in 2014. Do you understand? So it was a project.
Yeah,
you understand? Maybe they are going on a new one right now with Nagelsmann. You get, but what the state Joachim Low left that team and it was not exactly the best of state. So I wouldn't judge Flick based on that.
Yeah.
I
But
saw what
Flick-
this guy
Flick
did at
was still
Bayern.
poor.
I saw what he did at Bayern,
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
felt like, okay, look, Barca getting this guy, with the type of players they have in the team, would do something. See how he has changed Rafinha's life. This was somebody who,
I mean, we should still wait though.
see,
Let's still wait though.
early days, but
Early
the signs
days,
are
yeah.
clearly there.
Yeah, it's
when
nice,
when
but-
he has his best players available, he plays
play.
his style of football that you can just help but marvel. They are scoring goals for fun.
So
They are
that
creating
means
chances
we're
for
trying
fun.
to say that if they get to a point, that means his team might not be that solid because you can't have your regular players all
All the
throughout the
time.
season. It takes time. It takes a good team that has players that are physically fit. Like you have talk about Madrid, talk about Man City. Those are teams that you.
Valencia.
Valen-
At the end of the day, me, I'm for Flick ball, and I cannot wait for the first Clasico of this season.
I'm happy about all of this is that at least they've tested defeats.
Yes.
So nothing like at least it gives Madrid that edge to understand that you can still find a way to win it. Unlike
Of course you
If
can.
you keep
now.
playing the way you're playing,
how
like
we
this.
playing.
Yeah, they are
They are
not.
playing.
You people are not very impressive. In fact, you're not impressive at all. I've
No.
not watched
They
the
look
Madrid
so
match this
far.
season.
Yesterday.
No.
I've not watched the
it's-
Madrid
it
match
was,
this season
No,
that-
where we got. That's why I said in the second half, that's where Simeone did his masterclass, bringing in
Yeah.
those experienced legs. They pushed. They understood what that derby meant to them. If you look at how they played and how Madrid played, but it's 1 point, 2 points lost.
Well,
I
let's
don't
move over.
I don't think Madrid fans have clocked the fact that all that dominance you had last season is because you could boast of somebody like Cruz who, when you're not having your best of days, can control the tempo
I've said that
of the
countless
game.
times.
Also,
but we'll still have
we
to
must
move
not
on.
discount the influence of Juju in this Madrid team because they'll play nonsense
go and do your own
find
Juju.
2 goals at the end of the match.
Go and
But
do
let's
your own
move on.
Juju is in
Let's
Champions
move
League.
on.
I don't think it's in the league.
But let's move on. Whatever we did with the devil, one
But
day
we won the league last
One
year.
day,
This season we'll
it
still
will
do
be
it again.
exposed. But let's move on
Go and bury
to
your
Germany.
own. Go and bury your own.
Let's move on to Germany, where company faced his first real test.
Yeah, and
Did
he
he
was
pass?
tested.
He passed in flying colors.
Yeah,
In
because they
flying-
dominated
In flying colors. Because
Leverkusen.
I've never seen Leverkusen that pressed. Look,
They
they
had one
barely
shot.
got out of their half.
They had one
No,
shot.
when we say he passed in flying colors, I think we need to understand what flying colors
It
means.
means that you won.
We need to win. No, they
No,
did
no,
not.
no, 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 no. For company, I dare say it's different. Because this is somebody who, got the Bayern job, and people were saying this guy got relegated with Burnley.
Yeah,
you get.
and then-
Why is he getting the Bayern job? Is it because fair point? Bayern tried to get, managers who you feel are ahead of.
It was like
company.
7th choice.
You
or
get,
something.
and he wasn't exactly their first choice, but they landed this guy. And I used to be, I was on the show towards the end of last season. I remember telling them, look, I feel like football has gotten to a point where it's time for these new managers to do their thing. You can't always have Mourinho is now in vacation. As far as I'm concerned, that thing is doing nothing about his vacation. In my own opinion, you get. Maybe Don Carlo and Pep are still the only ones coaching at the highest of levels, Madrid and Man City respectively.
Yeah.
You look at other clubs now that are trying to do new things. Look at Leverkusen, Xabi Alonso,
Chelsea.
young manager. Look at Arsenal, Arteta, young manager. Look at Chelsea,
Look at
Enzo
Man U,
Maresca,
Ten Hag.
young manager. Look at
Relatively,
Liverpool and his slot,
At
young
Ten Hag
manager.
now.
Brighton.
Well, those
Stone-
guys are not young, but in terms of experience,
Yeah, they've not exactly
At Ten
done
Hag.
so much.
Ten Hag is
Yeah.
still a young manager.
Then what?
10.
Well, I don't know
We're talking about
managers.
managers.
Leave Ten Hag one side first. That's Brighton's coach and how he likes to play.
Hustler.
Exciting
Famous
football, young manager. So I get telling them, look, give this guy a chance to show us, okay, because we saw what he did when he was playing with, like it or not, when he was playing with his mates in the championship, he absolutely bullied all of them.
Even
Beat-
Burnley in the Premier
beat
League,
them,
they just don't have quality.
And qualified.
Yeah.
You get. He came to the Premier League and not his fault. You can't be playing with Wilson Odobe and what's not this other guy in their team and come and be challenging and be playing possession football with. He was very stubborn. He didn't want to change his approach.
People say that he did that at the expense of Burnley because he knew that big clubs would be looking at that and saying this is what fits us.
You can't say that. But my point basically is he got the job. Most of the players that Tuchel had last season are still there. You can say, okay, he added Michael Olise, top talents by the way, Joao Palinha, and maybe a couple of players here and there. But like it or not, he has started the season properly.
Yeah.
Bayern has started
They
to
look
look like
very
the team we all grew up watching. They are giving teams 7, 9. You get.
Yeah.
They are absolutely blazing past teams. And then he's facing Alonso, who has his team figured out. won the league last season, you know, with the way they did it and all of that stuff.
Absolutely shut
This
them
thing
down.
that company did to Leverkusen over the weekend is what Leverkusen were doing to teams last season. Boniface, Imak, Taya. They barely got out of their half. You don't understand. The goal is that very good goal from Andrić, by the way. Very good goal. But I think that was the only shot in the game.
Yeah, it was the only shot.
Bayern
Just
were
crazy,
all over them,
because
pressing,
Leverkusen shoot a
creating
lot.
chances, trying to just slice through them. I think company did okay. Now this is his first major test in the league.
Yeah.
The next one probably maybe be against Sebastian. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but Stuttgart's coach.
Yes.
That's another fantastic manager that I really like.
He almost finished Madrid now.
That's
It's the grace of God.
That's another manager that I really like. So maybe when he plays that guy.
Results?
Please, this is the jazz
What was
I'm
the
talking about.
result?
This is the juju
What
I'm
was the
talking about.
result?
That's jazz I'm talking about.
This is juju I'm talking about.
That's the jazz I'm talking about. But yeah, to me, company did okay. And also now
Thank
needs
you.
to learn
Person
that
say-
in as much as you have a system that works for you, you also need to understand that you can't play like that all the time. You need to be able to adjust to your opponents
Yeah, the high
and
presses.
press on, you know, the weaknesses they have in the team. As soon as he learns that, maybe that's the next level he needs to crack. But for company, I think he did okay in my opinion.
Yeah. But let's run through, because we don't have much time. Let's run through the other leagues. Conte, your guy, is top of the table. He said he'll win the league.
I told you now.
Conte is your guy.
We are-
I like him. I want the league for Chelsea.
I know,
but-
see,
Yeah, I'm very
wherever
different about
Conte
Conte
goes
now.
in that Serie A,
It's a
he
love-hate
knows how to
thing.
crack it. He's going to win the title. And Napoli has done it. Not like they've gotten the man and top of the table. And let's praise Juventus.
They've not
Juve
considered
has
a
not
goal.
considered.
But they played 3-0-0s that cost me.
They praise them. I think
Eh,
they're
no
the
be
only team
your-
not
no be
to
your
have
ticket, they just rate the manager
considered in
now.
top 16 European leagues. So
Yeah, they've not considered. Credit
let's
to
praise
Thiago
them.
Motta in
Thiago Motta
France.
again, young manager.
In France, Marseille
What's
finally
wrong
lost.
with Inter?
Inter, they'll be fine. At least Lautaro Martinez finally scored 2 safe. Praise the Lord for his life. After 17 games, scoring 1 goal. They say he should win Ballon d'Or, by the way.
He had to answer
But-
you.
No,
He had
no.
to
You
reply.
can't judge him based off what he's doing this season. Last season,
It was from last season.
last season he actually
He's
deserved.
17
last
games from last
season
season
now.
now.
Last season,
After February, he scored only 1 goal for Inter.
Nothing.
but he deserved the shot. I'm not going to lie to you.
With shouts.
He was.
It doesn't
He was the
deserve a
highest goal
whisper.
scorer. He was the
People
highest
that
scorer in Copa
remove-
America
they
now.
remove-
Somebody scored 17 more goals than him.
What about
Hurricane,
the who's that player?
17 more goals. Gyökeres even entered the.
Hurricane and
Release.
Mbappe did yeah. Okay, Hurricane didn't even win the league first. Let's move
Hurricane
from
won
it.
all
Let's-
the golden boots.
No Allah now. He's not no
Mbappe won the league.
no team trophy
Won
for
the
him
league.
yet. Made the pack golden boots they go.
Well, Marseille finally lost, and I said it that it's going to happen soon.
Yeah.
Because it is Marseille. Me, I know that team very well. They will deceive and say they want to do title race. When they go and get before November, safe every season. But Monaco
But-
came back to win on their.
By the way,
Yeah,
shout
but this
out to
is-
Strasbourg, by the way, man. Andre Santos, my boy, Jojo Petrovic, you know.
I mean, when they hired Roshinha,
Shining stars from
I
Chelsea.
thought these people have started again. Oh, this Clear Lake people are Biko. They started again. They are
I
toying
like
with
Clear
these
Lake.
people.
Now them and Chelsea, them and they know how to arrange their.
I don't like that multi-club thing. From
I like
Man
it's
City zone
a
to
symbiotic
Chelsea zone.
relationship.
Nah. I think it's going to ruin football.
It's a symbiotic
But
relationship.
we'll talk about it. But I think it's going to ruin football. But anyway, it was a beautiful weekend. Even though my club lost, but we tried our best.
Don't worry.
Almost. We're still in the relegation zone, but we're not last. So progress. But before we round up, let's quickly look at the betting opportunities missed in the other leagues outside of Premier League. What were opportunities that you think if I had known?
I think he's go.
It was just everywhere.
I swear it was everywhere. It
But
was
don't play
everywhere.
go Juventus. So
Yes.
And those are like maybe the Juve game,
Yeah.
and Poli Fiorentina. I'm trying to think
Yeah,
of teams that
but-
didn't necessarily play go this weekend. Mönchengladbach versus I think it was Union Berlin.
Napoli,
Nottingham, Fulham,
Real Sociedad,
Napoli against
Valencia.
Monza, Real Sociedad versus Espanyol.
no Valencia.
I think it was
Yeah,
Espanyol.
It was Valencia.
Valencia.
Sorry.
We lost.
Real
3-0.
Betis, sorry, it was Real Betis,
Okay, Real Betis,
Espanyol.
yeah.
Those are just say out of how many games, just 5, 6.
Yeah.
You know, it would have been very serious. It would have been raining money.
How about you?
Yeah, I think it's that other week too, where maybe the cards. Yeah, there were cards this weekend. So
The Madrid derby, I said
Yeah,
they
they
will
can't.
be 5
Newcastle, Man
cards.
there were cards.
Tottenham, Man U.
It was the week for cards,
For cards,
and
yeah.
sort of missed out on that. So
You know my own missed opportunity.
which one?
Valencia had to lose Because I knew we were going to lose.
But you know that we have not scored one person. Someone scored a big guy scored 2 goals.
Who is that?
Finally.
Who?
The best striker in the world now.
Oh!
Do you need me to mention?
Sorry. I thought you were
very
talking about
simple-
Lautaro. I was almost fighting you.
Which Lautaro?
Okay.
Victor.
Osimhen. Yeah.
Osimhen.
Shout out to Victor. The second goal was
That's a proper striker finish.
A striker's finish. Just
as a Chelsea fan. How does that make you feel? Considering that you wanted to pay him 50,000 naira per week.
See, first of all, my father is not doing out the club. So, that's number one. Secondly, did I want him? Yes, I've always said it. I want somebody who I like Jackson.
You like him?
I would not come
Jackson
here.
You like Jackson as your starting striker?
That's what I was trying to get to now. I believe he has the talent to go all the way. One thing he lacks is, that finishing, the goal
the
scoring,
IQ,
the
but
IQ
he's
to finish.
getting.
But now I feel like a striker. I know you say a striker who cannot finish, yes, but he's young. I feel like a striker like Osimhen would have, pushed him all the way to finally start. Maybe learn from him even, and then he can work on that part of the game. I feel like he's a very intelligent footballer. Even the game against Brighton, the reason why we were able to exploit that high line was because of Jackson's ability to, spin off defenders and make those running behind. Yes, he needs to work on his finishing, and that's where someone like Victor comes in. You see this guy do it week in, week out, and obviously Jackson would want to start. So the next thing to do is, how can I start to take my chances like this guy? When we start on that, Jackson is doing okay this season. You get, well, I'm not going to lie to you. Victor is a top talent. Any club would be lucky to have him.
You know what I think about Jackson? It's not even the finishing itself. It's the fact he cannot shoot.
Yeah, his
How
ball
are
striking.
you the striker?
His ball
The
striking.
name is striker and you cannot shoot.
But
He
if
kicks
people
the
are
ball.
not taking it fair on Jackson, I will still say it. Bring the numbers. Darwin Nunes
I'm just saying.
and Jackson.
If they are comparing to
still has
Nunes, then you might as well.
Nunes for all his ball striking.
I will still take
The
Jackson.
striker and go push.
Go and
anyway,
score.
we'll discuss that later because we need to have that conversation. How can you be saying Nunes?
Yes.
That's the person you will compare your striker to.
Not
Might as well
comparing.
not.
We're talking based on ball
Jackson,
striking.
if you talk about the returns, Jackson is way better than Nunes.
Well, I hear you. But anyway, thank you very much for joining us once again. Remember to like, subscribe, follow us, comment, let us know what you think about company and how you started the season and the Madrid derby.
I mean, Chelsea
And
fans
then-
that rate Jackson too. So
Let us know.
How good do you love
But anyway,
Jackson?
have a wonderful time. Ciao.